Hey, welcome back to the Freedom Income YouTube channel. So in this video, I wanted to do a review video having used the SwingVIP EA bot trading, automated trading Forex currency pairs now for about 5 to 6 months. You can actually verify this in my Udemy course, which is how to win 90% of your Forex trades. So that course was launched in November. And I started using the bot about a month or so before that. So about 5 or 6 months I've been using this bot. And the bot was working really, really well actually for the first 4 or 5 months. And there were two times actually, especially during the US elections last year, towards the end of last year, the drawdown got a bit big for my comfort, but it was about 25%. There was one time before that the drawdown was about 15%, but that 25% one almost put me off. But I came back fairly quickly, so I kept it going. But right now it is the biggest drawdown I've ever seen. So I just want to show you. This is the live bot, right, trading. So balance is 4,000, just under 4,000, and the drawdown is 2,500. Wow, that's like 65% drawdown or something, right? I really do not like any strategies, or whether it's EA or whatever it is, with that size of a drawdown. I just don't really like that size of a drawdown, because especially in forex trading, I think you must have risk management. The last thing you want is to have a few trade. The last thing you want is to trade really successfully, consistently, and then you have a couple of bad trades, and then it wipes your account out. That is a must avoid in forex. So I just wanted to review that, and I want to be honest with you and transparent with you guys about this, instead of this is not good in my opinion in terms of risk management. This is very little risk management in this bot, because you cannot let an account draw down 65%. Doesn't make sense. So I wanted to share that with you. However, having said that, not all this is my own investment, right? I think my own capital invested, I think I put in a total of about £2,500. So nearly half of this is actually profit built up over the last 5 or 6 months. Although I have to say it would have been more than that if I started with 2,500. I didn't start with 2,500. You should watch my previous videos, and I'm keeping all the previous videos as well, because I want to be honest with you and transparent. So I started with a £500 account back in sort of September, October time, when I started, and then I put in another £1,000 a month after that, and then a month after that I put in another £1,000. So total I put about 2,500 in. But I didn't do it in one go. I did it steadily, because this, at the end of the day, this is an EA, and don't forget, no matter how you trade, there's risk and reward management you have to play, right? Especially with an EA, I have to be honest. Most of my capital I put towards manual trading. I trust myself more than a bot in some respect. Although the bot is arguably better because he's got less emotions. But yeah, so that's why I start small, and I tested it and it was good, so I put quite a lot in. But the reason I haven't actually closed any of them manually, first of all, with EA trading, you want the bot to be able to trade for you manually, and you make good money on automation, right? Shouldn't have to input any of your own or exert any effort. But I think I will manually close some of them soon, not yet, and I'll explain to you why I don't want to close them yet, even though it's this much drawdown, because I think quite a lot of this will come back. First of all, based on past data, if you actually go to my FX book, and if you actually type in SwingVIP here, EA, and I've shown you guys this before, right? If you actually type in that, if you look at the right, if you have to log in and stuff, but if you look at the last year, right, this bot made nearly 100% return on investment, and this is the SwingVIP, right? That's basically basing it off, and that's a year where there was COVID and US elections, so that's not bad. So that's why I'm running it, and that's first of all why I'm running it. The second reason I'm running it is because I'm a manual trader, right? If you actually look at the charts for NC, right, so the biggest drawdown on this is if I go up to and show you, right, the biggest drawdown up here is we've got CAD CHF and New Zealand CAD, right? That's basically a big drawdown. So everything else is small. AC, that's like £20. That doesn't matter, right? So if you look at NZ chart, RSI daily is 25, which means it's super oversold. That's on daily. And if you look at the linear regression channel, right, it's way shot way through under the bottom channel. It's got to come back at least a bit sooner. Usually when it does come back, it tends to, it might take some time, but it'll probably go up to about the red line here. And when it does that, I'll be sort of the trades will come back. And it's sort of similar with this CAD CHF. If you look at it, it's touched the top of the band. RSI has got a bearish divergence. RSI was like 75, which is pretty high for forex in forex terms, and it started to dip, but now it's doing a fake rise, I think, and I think will drop. So if it drops, it'll drop to about there again. So these trades, I do believe, will come back. But this is my plan, right? Once they come back, and once it's about minus 1,000, 1,500, probably around about that level, I'm just going to close all the trades manually myself, and then I'm going to stop trading with this bot because again, like I said at the beginning, I do not like any strategies, especially in forex, that has very little risk management, because risk management is key. It's so important when you're trading forex. Risk management. So for that reason, I'm going to get out. I'm not going to trade with that bot anymore. And as a result of this drawdown, I've actually been doing some research on other bots, other ideal efficient bots, and this is something I have found. Right, if you go to Forex Robot Nation, if you go, just click on their best forex bots. Right, this bot here, the Forex Fury happens to be top 2. Right, this is the gain. This is reviews. Really, really good. So I quite like multiple currency. So if you click on that, which is their top bot, right, they basically review lots of EAs in there, and this is one of the reviews. And if you actually look at it, this EA is pretty good. I mean, so there, with a drawdown under 20%. See, that's already better, right? It doesn't mean it might not go over that, but I think drawdown of under 20%, that attracts me a lot more, because the SwingVIP, they actually say, well, they claim that the drawdown is 35%, right? But it's actually way over that now. So even if it goes a bit over that, it's still better, 20%. And if you actually look at it, if you actually look at some of this stuff, this review, these are live, right? And wait, let me just show you something even better, right? Just keep an eye on this, right? If I'm going to show you the TrustPilot reviews, which makes me trust it even more, right? So here, this costs $230, which is double the price, maybe a little bit even more, double the price of SwingVIP. But at the end of the day, if it's a more reliable bot, EA, which controls your downside better, I'm more happier to pay double the price initially, but to make much more down the line, than to have like such crazy drawdowns. So if you actually look at it, let's see, 10 to 20% per month, right? This is what the EA can make. How often does the EA trade? Every day, up to about 10 trades every day. So minimum deposit, $100. You can even start with this. How does this work? Blah blah. That's pretty easy. But yeah, so do some. I mean, don't just trust me for this. And again, I have to be honest, I haven't even started using this EA yet. I'm going to start using it once my Swing VIP EA bots trades come back some. Once they come back some, I'll stop trading there, and I'm going to transfer the money, the capital that's remaining there, from there to here. Again, with EA bots, I don't want to risk too much, because with any trade, it's if even in manual trading, right, you should always have stop loss in place. You should always have risk management in place. That's key to trading, especially forex, right? Stocks arguably is a little bit safer. Sometimes even if you go red, they'll come back and turn green. But with forex, you must have downsides. I mean, with anything, you should have risk management in place, I think, because you don't want like a few trades to wipe out your account, because that's how you really lose big. So you definitely want to avoid that. So I think of it as any trade could potentially lose 50% of my capital. And if that was the case, how much am I willing to lose 50% of? So with an EA, with any EA, I just wouldn't put a few £1,000s in. I wouldn't put 10, 20, 50,000 pounds in. Because if I lose 50% of that, 20, 30,000, that's quite a lot of money. So personally, I calculate I calculate and balance my risk and reward in those terms. So you might want to do that. Again, I haven't even started using this yet, just because I've done my research and it looks promising, and I'm going to try it. And after I've tried it for a month, I will update you guys with monthly videos on this EA to show you the results. If you do decide to try it, perhaps try in a demo first, because you don't really want to lose money. And you must do your own due diligence and research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just genuinely and honestly trying to help and do what's what's good. And look, 15 years back testing, right? This gives me more faith in it as well, right? Because the Swing VIP is quite a new business in Readvise. They've only been around for about, what, I think 2 years. So a bot which only has 2 years track record, I would trust a bot which has 15 years of track record, positive track record, more than a bot that's only got 2 years track record. And also, if you go to the TrustPilot, which is quite reliable in my opinion, Forex Fury, it's got 121 reviews, overall 4.4 stars, right? So 4.5 stars is pretty good on TrustPilot. Look at that. This is really good review. You just got good review after good review. They're always 4 or 5 star reviews if you just go through them, right? Look at it. Like, it's really good. So because of that, and based on all this research, and because of a smaller drawdown, and you could even start with $100 on this with this bot, which is even better. Although it costs more, like double, but it's not just about that. It's also, $200 isn't really a lot of money for something that can make you reliable money on automation. So just even though it's double the price of Swing VIP, but it isn't about that. It's about how reliable, how much risk control there is, and how profitable the EA can make you, which is more important. So I'm going to buy this. I'm going to get this bot soon. I'm going to transfer my money from my Swing VIP over to here. Again, I'm just being honest. In the last 5 or 6 months, I haven't seen drawdown of this size on the Swing VIP. The biggest one was the US election, which was about 25%, which actually put me off a bit, but it came back quite quick, so I let it keep trading. But this time, I think it will come back because I can see the charts, like I've shown you already. But once this comes back, I'm no longer going to trade with this because the risk management is just not good, and I'm going to transfer it instead to Forex Fury, and I'll update you guys with a video there on that as well. So do make sure you watch this, especially those of you who have followed me, who follow me, and especially those of you who are following the Swing VIP rollout. Do watch this video because I think this is quite a key video for you guys. And yeah, so do your own due diligence again. Don't just trust me for it. Go out there and read and put some work into it. But I've put my work into it. I've done my research. This does look good. I'm just being honest. I'm going to try this instead. So check it out, guys. And thank you and happy trading.